Hey, this is Janice here, and to start this week's in-between rounds, I want to ask, have you been working hard but not seeing the results you want? This is something that isn't totally uncommon. If you've been consistent with your training without seeing any results, it is likely that you are not lifting heavy enough. Many people think they're putting in hard work, but the reality is that most of the time they're not actually working hard enough to get the results they want. This could be for one of two reasons. Now, the first, if you're newer or recently returning to strength training, you could be training hard enough for now, and as your fitness increases, so will your tolerance to intensity, and you will over time be able to work at the intensity that's going to get you results. So if you aren't seeing results now, it doesn't mean that you won't ever see them. It just may mean that you've got to keep at it. The other reason is that simply some people don't know how much weight they should be lifting. So today, I've got some great tips to help you know if you're lifting heavy enough during your strength phase. And for those of you she-fitters, that's the phase of your training that we're currently in. So first up, if you're able to breeze through all of your reps without breaking a sweat, and you can maintain perfect form, it might be a sign that you need to up the ante. The last few reps should be challenging, but still doable with proper technique. And your breathing rate should increase. You should be out of breath, and you should not be able to talk to your workout buddy while you are lifting. And this is where your rest intervals matter, because in a strength phase, your rest intervals will be over a minute and likely at least 2 minutes. So if you feel ready to lift the weights in under a minute, that's a huge indication that you are not lifting heavy enough. Let's talk about the number of reps, because in a strength phase, you're going to be lifting fewer reps with heavier weights. So if you're comfortably knocking out 15 reps or more without feeling the burn, this is definitely time to grab a heavier set of dumbbells. I don't need you going to failure, but 1 to 2 reps should be all that's left in the tank. So if you aren't sure, keep lifting that weight and see how many you can do. And if it's much more than 10, you need to go up. Next, let's talk about the speed of your lifts. If you're lifting a weight that allows you to power through at lightning speed, it's also time to level up. Another key indicator is how you feel post-workout. So if you're finishing your session feeling like you could keep going for another hour, it's possible you are not pushing yourself hard enough. The goal is to feel a bit fatigued. That's how we know these muscles are getting the workout they need. So, lastly, I don't want you to forget about progress or progression, because if you've been lifting the same weight for weeks on end without any increases, there's a big sign that your muscles, they should have adapted by now. So you need to challenge yourself by gradually increasing the weight, even if it's just by a small increment, because you want to remember that strength training is all about progress and pushing your limits. So keep an eye out for your form, control your movements, pay attention to post-workout fatigue, and adjust your weights. And if you can't adjust your weights, adjust the rep range and always strive for progress. You've got this. Keep lifting those heavy weights, and let's get stronger together. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I look forward to working out with you online right here. Have an awesome rest of your day, and take care.